I can't believe he is 6 months old now. Elliot begun sleeping through the night. You're sitting! You're 6 months and you're sitting! Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we are filming Elliot's 6-month update. He is 6 months old today, and we filmed his 3-month update back in the summer. And the way that I film these updates is basically every 3 months. So I talk about the last 3 months. This will be me talking all about everything that's happened between Elliot being 3 months and now he's 6 months. So if you want to see the first update, I will link it at the top of the screen here for you. But today we're going to talk all about Elliot now he is 6 months old. In the last month or so, he has got a lot of his lovely hair coming through. About 3 months old, he lost a lot of his hair, and now it has come through. Like when he was first born, it was really dark, and at around 3 months he started like losing his baby hair. I'm not sure if that was because it was summer and it was hot, or if that's just what happens with babies. And in the last few weeks and months it has slowly started coming back, and he's got some lovely blonde thick hair, and I think he's got a little bit of a wave to it. He's always had like a bit of a flicky bit at the front of his head, but I think he's going to be a little blondie as a little boy. Both me and my husband were blonde babies, so I'm not surprised. And also in terms of like his size and everything, he has definitely leveled out, because he was a bit of a chunk in the last update, but now that he's 6 months, I think that he's sort of evened out a little bit. He's, well, maybe he's a bit bigger than what he should be. I don't know, because all the clinics, like the weigh-in clinics and whatnot, are shut because of COVID, and we don't have scales in the house, so we don't actually know what he weighs. We have to go based on like the size clothing that he's wearing, and he is now wearing 6 to 9 months clothes, but he's been wearing 6 to 9 months for a little while now, haven't you? So he is quite a big lad, and as you can see, one of his favourite things to do has been recently that he's discovered that he likes to suck his 2 fingers, don't you, on your left hand. That's been one of his new little sort of tricks that he's been doing in the last month, obviously because he is probably teething and it's nice and soothing for him. And speaking of teeth, no sign of any teeth yet, is there? All gums still. He did have a really bad night. Well, we put him down to sleep the other night and he had a bit of a cry, and we had to give him some Calpol, and we think that was probably teeth related, but as of yet there is no sign. Hello. There is no sign of them. No. Around the 4-month age, Elliot begun sleeping through the night. So he would go down to sleep at around 8 o'clock, and then he would sleep through to 6. So he's been doing that for a couple of months now. Sorry, my dog is just staring at the cot. And we have noticed that in the UK, when the clocks changed about a fortnight ago now, it has sort of messed Elliot's routine up a little bit. And now he's ready to go to bed a lot earlier. I don't know if that's because it's dark now, or just his sort of internal body clock. Did anyone else notice when the clocks changed, if it kind of affected your routines with your babies? Let me know in the comments section if that's quite a common thing, because obviously we're first time parents with Elliot, so I think generally it does affect people's routines and stuff. He's ready for his bath and bed a lot earlier nowadays, and because we're still co-sleeping with him, he still sleeps in our bedroom. It kind of means that our bedtime routine is quite early, and we sort of stay in the room with him. But we are planning on putting him in this big cot here in the new year. We've decided not to do it when he's 6 months, because you can do it from around the age of 6 months, but we are going to do it after Christmas, because we've got a really good thing going with our evening routine. And to be honest, we're not in any rush to get rid of him out of our room. I quite like him being in his snooze pod, but yeah, the plan is in his own room for the new year. So yeah, you're going to be in our bedroom for a little bit longer still. Another thing that has sort of changed in our day-to-day routine is the fact that Elliot now does take a few daytime naps. The last time I filmed one of these wasn't really in any structure, and we'd struggled quite a lot to get him to go to sleep. I think he was just so like interacting with the world around him, and he just loved being awake. He really struggled to shut off and have daytime naps. So even though he was sleeping well at night, he wasn't sort of sleeping that great during the day, but we kind of saw past it because we were getting a good stretch of sleep in the night time. But we got some blackout blinds installed in the nursery, and which is the room that I'm in at the moment, and since then it has really helped Elliot to take some daytime naps. So he will have at least 2 good sleeps in here, depending on the day. I mean, every day is different with babies, they're not robots. But yeah, he will take some daytime naps now as well, which I think he's been doing for about 6 weeks or so. Basically since we got the blinds, it really helped. If you'd like me to film a video on sort of some daytime nap tips, leave me a comment in the comments section down below, and I will do that for you. Oh, as putting his fingers in his mouth, he is pretty drooly, but I think this is very normal for babies to say. It is probably because he is going to have a tooth come through at any given moment. We also started introducing some pureed foods to Elliot, but we did do this a little bit earlier than recommended, but we were just feeding him really mushy food on a spoon, and he just loves it. So he's a little bit ahead of himself in that respect. Now Elliot is 6 months, he has literally just this week started sitting up. So he is sitting up now on his own, not for very long, but he is still managing to do it without much support. I'll try and insert a clip of that now for you.
Careful! I always carry my keys with me when I go out. You're sitting! Clever! Sitting up! Look at you! Oh, careful. You got it? Yeah? You're sitting! Hi! Good boy!
Is showing signs that he probably will roll over at some point soon as well, because when we lay him down on the floor, his body is sort of beginning to turn in the direction, and his sort of body is learning to move and roll over, so I don't think that will be long either. And yeah, I think that's all the major things that have happened in the last 3 months. It's quite a lot, obviously. I've spoken about all the toys that he likes in a recent video, so I won't talk too much about that. He still loves going outside, looking at all the trees. He likes sort of basically just being outside and seeing the world and everything like that. He is still a really content, lovely baby, and he's just a really good age. It's so nice to see him just continue to interact with the world around him and learn and grow in front of our eyes. I can't believe he is 6 months old now. Half a year. It's gone so fast. So I'm going to leave it here because I don't want to make these videos too long. I just thought that it would be nice to look back on these sort of milestones in years to come. So yeah, they're the main things that have kind of happened, and I will do another update in a further 3 months time, I expect. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and stick around for more videos like this, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.